focus, man. We all gonna get old, like at some point we all gonna die and shit. But just that's a certainty of life. That's what makes it so exciting. While you're here, you better do the best you can because you only got a certain amount of time before you're not here anymore. So it gives urgency, or else you just be laying on the couch every day. Some people still do, but you know, just wasting your life away if you didn't say, man, I better start doing some shit because, you know what I mean?
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Jay Sin, coming back with another one, man. And I really wanted y'all to see that clip from Jay-Z, man, because listen, bruh, at the end of the day, we had to do something. You know, a lot of times, man, we just don't pay attention. We got all, we in our mind, we got all the time in the world. But what people don't understand, right, is that we were sentenced to death the day that we were born. Shout out to Hassan Campbell for saying that. You know, because it's true, bro. As soon as we born, the clocks start ticking. You know, and we be thinking that we got all the time in the world, but we really don't. You know, we didn't, and bottom line, we didn't spend our time doing what we wanted to do early on, when we was teenagers, when we was kids, you know, in our early 20s. You know, we did what we wanted to do, bro. But as you get older, you really do start to realize, like, hey, this clock is really ticking. So what am I going to do with my life? Am I going to sit around and continue to smoke my life away? Am I going to sit around and continue to drink my life away? Am I going to sit around and continue to fat my life away? You know what I mean? Just video game my life away? You know? That's why it's so important for you to find your purpose, bro, and stay on top of that, bro, because every time you do that, right, first of all, you doing what you were sent here for. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, bro, everything you need gonna come in abundance when you on your purpose. You know what I'm saying? And stand close to the Most High, bro. You are, listen, bro, you in the Most High's good favor when you on your purpose because, listen, bro, you headed to your destination. You on the path of righteousness. You doing what you were sent here for. And guess what? Every time you do that, the Most High is going to highlight you. You know what I'm saying? He's going to continue to bless you because while you on your purpose, you value in yourself too. You know, that's why it was important to know who you are and value yourself and value your energy. Because if you ain't doing none of that, bro, then guess what? You're going to be off path no matter what. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be off path no matter what. You're never going to be doing what you're supposed to do. You're going to be wasting your time chasing women. You're going to be putting all of these things above you. You're going to be putting so many things above you. Not yourself, not your purpose, not the things that's important. You know, we still got people that's running around here that's not even doing what they supposed to do with their kids, and they still like putting all the nonsense in front of themselves and their kids. You know what I'm saying? So they not even thinking about that, bro. And anytime you don't take care of your shorties, bro, you never gonna be blessed. You never gonna be blessed not taking care of your kids. And even then, if you don't and you are, I mean, well, you seem to be blessed, you're gonna have to pay for that down the line. At some point, you're gonna have to pay for that. So understand, man, at the end of the day, like Jay-Z said, you know, what we gonna do with our time? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have all the time in the world. Yeah, you do got people that's okay with sitting around and, you know, just letting time pass them by. But obviously, if you want semen retention, you want no fap, then guess what? You want more. And that's okay. You're going to have people that's going to down you for wanting more in your life. You're going to have people that's going to down you because you're not doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? But instead, you want to make the best out of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, you want to leave a legacy. You want to leave something behind for your kids. You don't want to just waste time doing the things that you've been doing for so long. So it was time for us to get up. It was time for us to get on this path. It was time for us to do right. You know, it was time for us to find our purpose. It was time for us to clean our runway and get rid of some of those bad friends, some of those bad family members, and get them out of our life. You know what I mean? And you still got some people, you still got cleaning up to do, because as you move on your journey, bro, the higher you get, a lot of people gonna start to expose themselves. That's what you gotta understand. The higher you get, the more people that will start exposing themselves. A lot of people gonna take their mask off. A lot of people gonna show their true colors. A lot of people gonna show that they don't care about you. They never have. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people gonna show that they never wanted you bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? They wanted you to be successful, but everything was all good until you started rising above them. Them not the ones you want to keep around yourself either. You know what I'm saying? They're not the ones you want to keep around either. So we got a lot of growing to do, and we got a lot of going to do. We got a lot of growing to do and a lot of going to do. No more sitting still. We done did enough of that shit. And we done did enough sleeping. You know what I'm saying? We done did enough drugs. We done did enough chasing hoes. We done did enough fapping. We done had enough of that shit. That shit done got old on us. We done got old and that shit done got old. You know what I'm saying? So for some of y'all youngsters that's getting on this shit now, bro, take advantage of it. Like I said, I always tell y'all, y'all got the head start. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the head start. Listen, something led you to this for a reason. You know, so you gonna have to be that light that's shining around the other little shorties around you. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to be that one. Like I told y'all, bro, when that sun hits you, it's gonna reflect off you and it's gonna reflect on others around you in plenty of different ways. Just with your success, just with your knowledge. Hell, just with your appearance, bro. So you gonna be shining. You gonna be like that mirror. You gonna be like that shiny ass car that when the sun hit it, it reflect on others and then everybody around you gonna shine. Sometimes that's how it gotta be. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean that everybody gonna be on the same journey that we on, but guess what? We did what it took, bruh, to get everybody to shine around us, bruh. That's what's gonna make you king. That's what's gonna make you remember. That's what's gonna make you respected. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't just do it for you. You did it for the things around you too, for the people around you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you saw how things was going in your area. You saw how things was going in your life. You saw how things was going in your family. And you said, fuck that. I got to change this shit. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it be starting with us. You know, and that's what you accepted when you signed up for this. You said, like, listen, I'm going to change everything. You know, you said that, listen, it start with me. It start with me. If I don't do this, then guess what? My life ain't gonna change and nobody else's life gonna change around me. So I'ma change shit up, you know? And guess what? When you accept something like that, bro, you gotta understand, bro, the Most High gonna give you all the power and strength that he can to push you. You know what I'm saying? You got all these mugs that be begging and they be into it. These rappers and these singers and all these entertainers, they be into it with their labels because they gotta beg their labels to push and put money behind them. You know what I'm saying? And when the label don't feel like you selling no more or feel like you ain't worth it, they gonna BS about it and then they ain't gonna put the money behind you to push your art, to push your work. And you got to understand with all the things that we doing right now, guess what? The Most High is our label and he going to put all his energy behind us. He going to put all his strength behind us. He going to put all the light that he have to shine on us, to show people that he real, to show people to have faith, bro, just like I said the other day. So it's up to us. We got to continue to do this. What we going to do with our life, bro? We just going to take up space? We just going to be here for no reason? Motherfuckers just going to be around us for no reason? Somebody gotta be that one. When you see these guys and they got all these people around them, guess who the one in the middle? It's the entertainers. It's the sports guys. It's the main dudes. You the one. You that one, bruh. You gotta understand. You that one. You the one in the middle while all the people are around you protecting you. You know, because you shine light. You take care of all of them. So you was chosen. That's what make you the chosen one out of everybody. You know, because you accepted this task. You know what I'm saying? And when we accept something like this, we got to go with it. We got to continue. We got to stick to it, bro. You know, we can't abandon this shit. We done already seen the work. We done seen what it done. We done seen what it done. We done seen how it changed our life, bro. So why would we want to go back? Why would we take steps back? Why would we take people back, bruh? That when we got rid of some people, listen, before we even got on this journey. So why would we take anybody back, bro? Why would we accept people like that? Nah, bro. We got to keep this runway clean, dog. We got to keep everything. We got to keep everything clean so all these blessings can land. You know what I'm saying? Including ourselves. We got to keep ourselves clean, too. We got to keep our spirits clean, our souls clean, our bodies clean, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we need a healthy vessel so we can put in the energy where it needs to be. But if our vessel ain't healthy, bro, then guess what, bro? We ain't gonna be able to do nothing. It start with our vessel. You know what I mean? Damn, a semen retention. If your vessel, if you ain't doing the other things to straighten up, to make sure that you clean in the inside, to make sure that your spirit's clean, bro. You know what I mean? Semen retention ain't gonna work with you when you got demons running all around your body. When you got demons taking over your mind. Semen retention ain't gonna help you with that. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you gotta really, really want to get rid of. You gonna have to really, really put forth effort. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta work on everything, bro. We gotta work on everything. We gotta put in the work and then meet semen retention halfway. And then guess what? We gonna be full-fledged, grown-ass, blessed men out here, bro. You know what I mean? And that's what we need to be, bro. God-fearing men that understand that, listen, bro, without the Most High, none of this is possible. This journey ain't possible. This life ain't possible. The things that we get to see, the things that we get to eat, the people that we get to meet, none of those things is possible, bro. But it's up to us. We got to manage this shit, too. Because, listen, bro, none of this shit is promised. None of this shit is promised. Like y'all know, man, shit be changing, bro. You know what I mean? We feel like this one day, and then the next day, we feel like the other way. We feel like quitting. You know what I'm saying? We feeling doubt. You know what I'm saying? We feeling self-pity. You know what I mean? We feeling motherfucking horny. We feeling urges. We go through things too. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important to get a hold of this shit. People just be giving into all of those things. Could you imagine giving into every temptation, bro? You know what I mean? You gonna be flooded with demons. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be flooded with demons. You're gonna be flooded with bad energy. You're gonna be flooded with all types of just negativity, bruh. Negative energy. It's just gonna take over you, bruh. Your attitude is gonna be terrible because you give in to everything, dog. No, we need to live this life and learn how to manage it. Yeah, it's gonna be waved in our face, but that don't mean we gotta take it. You know what I mean? That don't mean we gotta take it. That's why we gotta have control, and we gotta continue to move forward with what we doing. And that's all I want to say, man. That's my word. My name Jay Sinn, the Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.
First I'ma get on my grind, then second stop wasting my time on shit less important. If ain't about money, I'm going the other direction. And third, I'ma do what I gotta to eat. Fourth, I'ma sew up the streets. Fifth, I'ma never quit dropping this heat. So as long as I'm breathing, you better get used to me. Sixth, I'ma get on